Don't have much money? Don't worry. Today I'm going to show you some amazing strategy games that are under 10 euros. And I have a free minigame for you. Can you guess the name game just from the timestamps and the little hint that I'll give you right now? Do you feel like you're standing on a cliff and it's impossible to take command of your life? You're just barely surviving, unable to slay the monsters. Well, then maybe one of these 10 games will help you. I was so focused on the hint, I forgot how we're going to get out of it. But these are the hints for you. Alright, let's begin. So, Unity of Command 2. This is a wargame set in World War II. It's a very cool wargame because it's a little bit easier to get into, even though there's a lot of complexity. I have like a bajillion of guides on this game on my main channel, Sampstra Games, so you can also find Let's Plays for every single one of these games that we'll talk about today. But this is a game that it's a little bit easier to get into because the complexity can sometimes be a little bit like hidden off. It's one of my favorite war games. Now, if you are a wargame fan, I actually have a video of 10 wargames on sale and another 8 or so wargames on sale. So I have you covered when it comes to wargame. Check either one of those videos and you'll find the one for you. Not woman. Wargame can help you with the other one. Sorry. Oh my god. These jokes are getting worse and worse. Come for the top list, stay for the humor. Next up, we've got Cliff Empire. This is such a good city builder. I have like 80 episodes on this game on my main channel because this game is incredible. Now, the Cliff Empire is a game set after a nuclear war where living on the surface is impossible, so you'll be building on these tiny, tiny cliffs, so you have to really limit your space, and eventually you'll be able to do vertical buildings, and eventually you'll be able to do even more cool stuff that I will not tell you because I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you watch the trailer of the game, then it's sort of spoiled already, but I'm not the one spoiling you, okay? And it's just such a genius idea of the game, and it's incredibly fun because it's a city builder, but also has a really good story, and so many episodes on this game I put into. I love it so much. Slipways is a game that takes a grand strategy and simplifies it by removing the combat and micromanagement. This is a trading game. We're going to be connecting different planets to move resources from one to another. And at the beginning of the game, the pathways can cross, which makes it quite difficult and challenging. And if you like grand strategy games, I actually have a separate video of 10 Forex and grand strategy games that are on sale right now. Now, I am not a completionist. I don't tend to play games from start to finish, except for a few exceptions, like Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, which is a fantastic Warhammer game. Now, Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus is a game you're going to be taking control of one of the most technologically advanced armies in the Imperium, the Adeptus Mechanicus. You're going to be killing all the Xenos, as you do in every Warhammer games. This time the Xenos are Necrons. And you're going to be augmenting your tech priest with different kind of weapons and support items, which makes them really strong. And the combat is so good. And there is a random map for every combat with like a specific enemy. So the gameplay is always a little bit different, which is quite cool. It's turn-based, and the story is very cool because all the priests are kind of talking to each other, and you have like these decisions that you're gonna make. And I played this game from start to finish. I played this game a lot, guys. Now, if any of you watched me play this game on my main channel, then you're definitely loyal, because this is the first game I played on my channel. It's called Slay the Spire. Now, Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck builder, and it's absolutely amazing. So you have these different characters that you can play, and each of them have their own set of cards, and as you're going to be playing, you can pick new cards, and you can get relics, which are like a permanent passive bonus. Like roguelike deck builders, you had to play Slay the Spire, otherwise you're not a proper fan. So. And the game is also different, like daily bonuses and daily climbs that allow you to compare yourself against other players, and custom modes and ascension mode, which is actually really fun. That makes the game a little bit more difficult. And if you finish around in ascension mode, then you can jump to the higher ascension mode. And there's 20 ascension modes, and it's like, can you get to the 20th? Because that's going to be real hard. Factory Town. Yes, it belongs in the city builder category, but it's more like a base builder. You're essentially going to be building a giant factory, and you're going to have these little conveyor belts that are going to be moving stuff around, and these little people that are going to be jumping around because they don't know how to walk. They only jump. And these little different like wagons on trains that are going to be moving the things around. And it's such a fun game because you're going to be building like different kind of foods and different like resources, and everything you do you sort of build by yourself. So you build a thing that gives you like the wagons, for example, and you're going to have these houses where the people live, and you're going to try to make them happy, and it's just such a good game. Now, I should tell you that the gameplay you're watching right now is from a beta from a very long time ago, so the game might look a little bit different now. And also, generally the gameplays that you see in all of my top videos on this channel, they might be from demos or betas, so sometimes the game might be even more than what you see because that was from an earlier version. So just so. Now, unfortunately, the one thing you cannot build in this game is a like button. Hit it anyways. If you destroyed all the living, don't worry, you can still rule over the dead. Yarathus Lord of the Dead is a turn-based tactical roguelike RPG where you're going to be leading the dead, and you're going to be leading zombies and banshees and ghouls and all sorts of creepy and disgusting monsters. And they all have their own abilities, and they're going to be fighting against heroes. So essentially you're in control of a dungeon, and the heroes are coming to, well, clean up the dungeons of the monsters, and you're like, nope! I'm gonna destroy you, you evil hero. And you're gonna kill them with all of your super cool abilities that your characters have. And then out of the game you have like these different buildings that you can upgrade or like build better, and they give you different bonuses, or you can set up your monsters there to heal. And you're also going to be building the monsters for different body parts, like from brains and other things. So you have to get these body parts at a high enough level so you can get a stronger monster. It's an incredible game. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's just great. Monster Train. Monster Train is another roguelike deck builder. What's really interesting is that you're riding on this train and you're trying to protect a pyre that's like on top of the train, and the enemies are coming, and you are on these different levels on the train, and you're trying to stop the enemies, and people that jump to a higher level, and some of them can fly and etc. And you're gonna have to just protect your own pyre. And the game also has multiplayer mode and also different daily challenges, custom modes, and etc. Now, these last two games are all about spy. And first we're going to talk about Sigma Theory Global Cold War. So this is a turn-based strategy game, so where you're in control of a group of, spies. In the future, there will be radical new technologies, and the most radical of them all is the Sigma Theory. But only a few scientists are smart enough to figure it out. And you are going to snatch them up and make them do all the sciencing for you. And you will be befriending them, exfiltrating them from different countries, protecting them, killing other spies, running from the cops, and all of that, just to make sure that the science will be yours. It's a really fun game, so I enjoyed this game quite a lot when I played it. I especially loved the whole, running from the cops part. It's like the exfiltration is really fun, because you gotta like, you have these little decisions, and you gotta figure out how you're gonna be running away from them, and if you want to fight them, which is usually a bad choice. And you have to handle diplomacy with other, other nations. And there's also like a tech tree that will allow you to discover the different technologies to gain sort of the edge over the world, and will give you different kind of bonuses and etc. Now we're going to stay with the spies theme, and we're going to jump to Phantom Doctrine. Now, it's set in 1993 in the Cold War, and you're going to be a leader of a secret organization called the Cabal, and you're going to be trying to stop a global conspiracy. And you're going to be different kind of secret missions and investigating classified files, interrogating enemy agents, and more in order to win. So the game is over 40-hour single-player campaign. The investigation is really interesting because there's like investigative boards, and you have to connect things up to kind of figure out what's going on. And the combat, because this is a spy game, there's a lot of focus on stealth, so you got to kind of move around secretly and like avoid the alarms, kill people silently, and etc. And it's a really interesting game. A quick disclaimer at the end: the prices are what is shown for me, but there is regional pricing, so it might be slightly different for you. But the point is, all games have a lot of big sale on dirt cheap right now. Now, I hope you enjoyed this list. If you did, write down in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe.